Hey guys, this is a video on a recipe I'm going to do. And in this pot here, I'm going to boil some ribbon, really big egg noodles. And right here in this pot, right here is a little bit of canola oil. And this is some frozen boneless chicken thighs. And I seasoned it with my Memphis barbecue seasoning that I made, which is a mixture of sazon, garlic powder, a little bit of sea salt, onion powder, mustard, brown sugar, chili powder, and some other special seasonings. I can't remember all the seasonings that I put in here, but it's a delicious barbecue-y type of flavor. So right now, I'm waiting for it to break apart. And this is just 6 little boneless chicken breast. Doesn't have no bones. I did rinse it and clean it. A lot of people are afraid to cook boneless, like fried, how you say it, like frozen meat or frozen chicken or frozen steak, or they always think it's got to be thawed out before you can cook it, and that's not true. All you have to do is rinse it and clean it really good and season it, and the heat from the skillet or whatever you're cooking, and it breaks it right apart, just like this. You see? And that's basically it. And then the more heat goes into it and the more you cook it, it gets very soft and tender, and it cooks through, and it's delicious. So you don't need to worry about having it thawed out and all that stuff. So if you're in a rush and you want to cook something, you can always put that in. Just make sure you clean it and everything, rinse it really good with fresh water. And then I seasoned it up. And I'm going to make a dish of ribbon gigantic egg noodles with this chicken. And I'm going to put green onions in here. And I'm going to make it with a homemade cream cheese cream sauce over the egg noodles. And it's going to be super delicious. That's why I flavored the chicken with my seasonings. And like I said, I put the seasonings all in here, and I shake it up and mix it up, and it's in a big container like that. So I just made a little bit of more. You can basically use any seasoning you want to, any type of flavor you like. The best combinations to put together is onion powder and garlic powder, and just like a little pinch of seasoned salt or sazon, or whatever type flavoring you like. But I like to do this because it's fast, and that way I could get rid of extra bottles of seasoning that are left over. And you mix it all together, and you can make your own blends, or you can make your own rubs for meat and things like that. And you can look for it on Google. Pinterest has different recipes. Cookbooks have a little bit of recipes in it. So you just sprinkle a little bit of that on the boneless chicken. Now you got to make sure this completely cooks through and it's not pink inside, very soft and tender. So I'm going to cook this for a good 15 to 20 minutes, keep turning it. And then I'm going to clean some green onions and cut them up. And then I'm going to show you how to put all the sauce together with the scallions. And then right here I'm just boiling some simple, plain water with a pinch of sea salt. And then I'm going to show you how to put everything together. Okay, right now I put the lid on it, and I lowered the heat down to very low to medium. So it cooks like this, and I'm going to steam it. So that way it makes it more hotter, makes it sweat more, cooks completely through in the middle, makes everything fast, and it gives it a little bit of moisture. So all the delicious juices and the seasonings come out more, makes it softer, and it also cooks faster. So when this is done, I'm going to try to cut some up in pieces, re-put it back in the pan, and then right now I'm cleaning some green onions. I'm going to cut up and dice the green onions, which is scallions. If you don't like scallions, you can put a little bit of bacon and regular onions if you like, or just a little pinch of fresh parsley, or if you like basil or cilantro, whatever flavors you like. But for this recipe, I'm just going to put some green onions because I love the flavor of the green onion. And just a simple, delicious cut up barbecue chicken. with the green onions, like I said, and a cream cheese sauce, which I'm going to show you how to do. And it's with cream cheese. And then I'm going to, when the sauce is created and it's already cooked through and the chicken and the onions is done, I'm going to show you how to put it together with the egg noodles. And yeah, so I'm going to let this cook for another 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm going to show you what to do next. Okay guys, so while the water is boiling, I'm going to be creating and making these. And these are the big, gigantic, long ribbon egg noodles. And they look like that in the package. And this is a 1 pound, 64 ounce package. And it's a really big package. So I'm going to be making this and boiling that into this water here. And right now, let me check on this chicken. Now the heat is, okay, let me turn it down a little bit. And it's getting very tender and soft. And you can smell the delicious barbecue seasonings that I created. Don't worry about if it sticks to the pan, because it's going to be chopped up. And it's getting very soft and tender. It smells so good. If you want to chop it up beforehand and you have like chicken tenderloins, or you can also do steak if you want to, or pork. You could do shrimp. You could basically put any kind of meat in this recipe. This is just a simple, delicious pasta dish. And you see how the chicken's pink inside and tender? Make sure it's completely cooked through. So anyway, I'm going to put the lid back on it and cook it for another 10 to 12 minutes. Keep an eyeball on it. Make sure it's cooked. And then in the meantime, like I said, I'm going to clean the green onions and I'm going to chop them up. And then I'm going to show you the effect when I'm finished. Okay, now I shredded up the chicken, cut it up into bigger size pieces. And it's almost cooked through. So I'm just going to give it another maybe 3 minutes or so. I'm going to put it back up to medium again on the heat. So while this is completely cooking and soaking up the juices, I'm going to add the egg noodles first. Okay, so I open up the package and I put the long ribbon egg noodles in here. And don't worry about it being too much. It'll get soft really fast. And this is boiling hot water. And they get tender. And then it'll cook superly fast. Egg noodles cook fast. Alright, so while this is cooking, this is, like I said, almost done. It's just a little bit of pieces or a little tiny bit pink. So I just want to make sure everything's cooked through. Now while this is cooking, I'm going to add the chopped up green onions. If you don't like green onions, you could put mushrooms. You could put red peppers and green peppers. Or you don't have to put anything at all. You could just leave it by itself. You could put, like I said, any type of vegetable. If you want to add diced tomatoes, like make a sun-dried tomato Alfredo or whatever. But for this one, I'm just going to use the green onions because that's what I have on hand. And I got to use them fast before they go bad or dry out. Okay, then later on when I do the sauce, I'm going to be using this cream cheese. And this is just the Walmart brand. You can use the Philly cream cheese or any type of cream cheese you like, or the low-fat cream cheese. Alright, now cook this not too much because you don't want the green onions to get burned or, you know, stick to the pan too much. You know what I mean? So let it soak up the juices and the delicious flavoring of the seasonings and the chicken. It's basically like if you're heating it up a little bit, like you're sauteing the green onions. Okay, so I'm still cooking this and sauteing the green onions with the chicken. Now it's completely cooked through. So while I'm doing this, and I'm waiting for the egg noodles to finish cooking. See how it sunk in the water more and it's softening up more? You give this another like 8 to 10 minutes, depending how hot it is and how fast it cooks. Just keep an eye on it till it's al dente. Now I'm going to add a little tiny baby drop, a little spoonful like this of the pasta water into this chicken, just to give it a little moisture and saute it more. Oh my God, it smells so good. And the juices from my seasonings and everything is flavored up. It looks so good and it tastes really amazing. Now I'm going to add the milk. You add the milk to the pan like this. And I'm just using the rest of the low-fat milk that I have. You can use any type of milk except almond milk, or you can't use coconut milk and things like that, just normal milk. So you can use 1% or 2% or the full fat. It doesn't matter. Whatever you like. Now it looks like this, and it's soaking up all the juices and the flavors. Okay? Now when this is getting hot, okay, now you're going to add this whole pack of cream cheese in here. Okay, just like this. And then you break up the cream cheese and let it melt and get incorporated with the juices of the chicken and the green onions and the boneless chicken that I did. And then let it melt and keep stirring it. Now if you put 2 packages of cream cheese, it will be very thick, like thicker, and it fills you up more. This is a little bit more a lighter sauce, but when it's done, it's going to be all creamy white. Okay, so when this is done and it gets into a thick white sauce with the cooked chicken and the green onions, all you do is strain the pasta, mix it all together, and you have your meal. So thank you for watching, and the next video will be part 2 of this, and I'm going to show you the after effects. All right, bye.